Gajing ya day jongi bat I kaba wat gajing ya buru kam la ban pendukut no ke I kaba iling do sa ba I jongi kwa anangi menta le si kalong om ban duai na kabanta jongi namar nginget scam bai la don menta ren kablo dublai henry ban pertu bot ye ginuk sa ba bha ki bala I no hapdeng jongi to inang ya sa na kabanta jongi habneng hakmat jongu blai un to inang kerku kedoro ya ki para bangit jong ni ke jalan yang ba dia baro ki ba ej ba thon ba ki para lok para jor jong I kublai sibun
once again weather has disturbed thank you for abundance for your speech. Now we will have a speech from our chief guest, Shri Conrad Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya.
Shri Tagore Pathau, our local MDC, Father John Madul, the Diocesan Administrator for Shillong Diocese, Father Barnes Maury, the former President of the Sacred Heart Theological College, Father Pascal Lingdo, Parish Priest, the family members of Archbishop Dominic JALA, his brothers, sisters, nephews and niece, and all our friends who have gathered physically or online or are watching this program through television. It indeed is a great honor to have been invited here by the family members of Archbishop Dominic JALA. I was approached and asked whether I would be able to come for this program today. And it just so happened that I had already made a program for my constituency and was supposed to visit on a 7 to 8 days visit to Garo Hills. And when I was told about this particular program, I immediately cancelled all the other programs that I had in my constituency, and I told the family members that I will be here on the 9th. So I reached last night at about 10:30 to be part of this program today. And of course I also had the honor of being in the Mass this morning, which Father John Madhu had invited me to. And it really is, as I said, it gives me a deep sense of satisfaction, I should say, to be able to be here. And it's truly an honor to be here in the place where Archbishop Dominic JALA grew up, and to see this kind of a memorial that has come up in his memory on this particular day today. I was telling a lot of people in the morning, in fact there was a short program after the Mass, that we shared a very, very long relationship with Archbishop Dominic JALA, and Father John Model was repeating that today when he mentioned that Archbishop was the choir master. But of course he mentioned that I was a witness, but I was not a witness that time. But yes, my father of course told me about it very, very lovingly, and he remembered all of it. But I would like to tell you one more thing of something I think a lot of people don't know, which is that Archbishop also was there when my cabinet was sworn in. And when we went to swear in, I was frantically looking for him because he was supposed to arrive, and because of the traffic jam he could not make it. And I wanted him to pray for us before we took oath. And just on time he came about 5 minutes before the swearing in was supposed to start. And we all quickly went into the governor's sitting room. There's a big sitting room in the middle of the governor house where there is all books. It's a library kind of a place. And that's when Archbishop Dominic JALA prayed for the cabinet before we took oath. And somehow I just related to the way he was there present when my parents got married, and I guess he was there to bless me and my cabinet when we were just about to take oath as cabinet ministers to serve the people of the state. And I think that is a memory which I don't share much with many people, but I thought this would be a good time to mention that. And really I drew a lot of strength from that moment also. And I always used to look up to Archbishop in many situations, even before I took over as Chief Minister, when I was an opposition leader, when I was just an MLA, and in fact when I was not even an MLA, when I lost my election also. Archbishop used to always call me, used to always meet me, and many occasions were there when he used to discuss different issues, and I was amazed at the way the issues were not even related to religion. These were issues about society. This was issues about the people. This was issue about tribals. And he would tell me, "Comrade, you need to take this up. You need to speak to somebody." And his interest and his kind of sense of responsibility towards our people was just beyond simply the religious side. And of course, he was a very, very powerful religious leader. But as I said, what amazed me a lot about him was how he would take up issues that were important to our people and go beyond, just simply looking at it from a religious aspect, go beyond it and ensure that whatever affects our people in our society, he felt that he should be part of it and he should contribute to resolving the issue or making things better for our people. And that's the kind of person he was. And there were times when we had a lot of difficult situations. We always face different situations. Sometimes there's communal tension, sometimes there are different kind of other issues that come up. Social unrest sometimes is there. And I used to always remember we used to look up to our religious leaders to come together and support the people and support the entire system and figure out how we could move forward. And whenever there was a meeting, it was amazing to see how the religious leaders from other denominations or from other religious organizations would just look at him. That's it. They would not even want to discuss. They would like, whatever Archbishop says. And that's the kind of, personality and the power he had, that nobody would speak, when he's there, and they would leave it to him to decide. And he would be like the representative of the entire religious leaders. And that's the kind of person and the kind of quality he had, the kind of acceptance he had. And I don't think this kind of acceptance just comes because of the position you have. It comes because of the person that you are. The qualities that he had is the acceptability he had across society. Today, in fact, in the church, a lot of people must have noticed that there were so many leaders, so many religious leaders who have come from different denominations or different religious groups had come today to pay their respects. So therefore, it is, of course, we all are sad when we look back and we miss him and we always think about him. But I think, as I said in the morning, what is more important for us is to really, celebrate his life and really remember him for what he was and try to be like him more and more, and try to live on the principles that he had laid down for us and the society in general. And I think that is going to be a real tribute to him. People can come and go, but the ideas and the kind of, example they set will always remain. And I think today this statue that has been put up out here and this plaque that has been put up out here, I think is a great reminder of that. But I hope that this will be a motivation and this will be a sense of reminder to all of us to always live in the path that he had shown us and to always, as Father John Madhur was mentioning, to always be simple and humble. And I think that is a great quality he had. And I believe that humility is one of the most important qualities any individual should have. Once you lose that, I think that's when things start going wrong. And I think Archbishop was